We'll take a look at the screen. まずはビデオを上映いたします。ウッタラカンド、神々の地、聖なる川、雪に覆われた山々、美しい風景です。スクリーンをご覧ください。
It is not without reason that this land is called Devabhumi, the land of gods. Snow-covered peaks, verdant valleys, dense forests, varied wildlife, yoga, Ayurveda, and adventure. Uttarakhand has something for everyone. Let's savor a taste of what Uttarakhand has to offer. Breathtaking landscapes dotted with picturesque hill stations attract thousands of tourists in every season. These popular and well-known tourist destinations have captured the imagination of nature lovers for centuries. Be one with nature and God. As you embark upon a journey to the holiest of holy shrines, from the rush of the Ganges to the calm of the Himalayas, feel divinity fill your senses and cleanse your soul. Scale the peaks, rule the skies and conquer the cliffs. Unleash your spirit of adventure. Uttarakhand brings you face to face with elements that challenge you to push your own limits and test your mettle. Feel alive. Feel victorious. Lose your way in the dense forests and discover yourself. Every nook and cranny here hides a surprise. As you go deep in the jungle, you never know what the next turn will bring you face to face with. tread the path less trodden and discover some of the most delightful but lesser known gems of Uttarakhand. Discover the Himalayas anew with these virgin spots and fall in love with the hills all over again. Meet the simple, hard-working folk and enjoy their hospitality.
Now I would like to request His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India to Japan, to deliver the opening remarks. それでは駐日インド大使館シビジョージ閣下より開会挨拶をいただきます。
Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Takeshi Nakano, Vice Commissioner, Japan Tourism Agency. Sri Jayesh Ranchan, Special Chief Secretary of Tourism and Culture, Government of Telangana. Sri Rahul Chakravarti, Chief Operating Officer, Indian Association of Tour Operators. Sri Deepak Kumar Bhatnagar, CEO of Minar Travels. Sri Mr. Tyoshi Yamakawa, Director of Market Promotion, the Japan Tourism Agency. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to talk to you about the vibrant and growing partnership between our two ancient civilizations, India and Japan, through the lens of tourism. Today we celebrate a theme that speaks not only of natural beauty, but of shared spiritual and cultural connecting Himalayas with Mount Fuji. These majestic peaks are symbols of peace, endurance, and harmony between India and Japan. I am glad to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Takeshi Nakano, Vice Commissioner, Japan Tourism Agency, and the support they give in promoting India-Japan tourism. I was so happy to see the beautiful video which we were together watching. India-Japan partnership is not just a diplomatic or economic. It is increasingly focusing on the people-to-people connect. In recent years, we have seen a steady increase in Indian tourists visiting Japan, drawn by its stunning cherry blossoms, meticulous traditions, and advanced infrastructure and warm hospitality. In fact, I am very happy that our embassy is located in one of the most iconic cherry blossom viewing locations in Japan. On an average, 100,000 people come to this area to see cherry blossoms during the March-April period. Even otherwise, on a normal day, you get thousands of people coming here for a walk in front of the embassy premises. Several factors have contributed to India-Japan tourism growth in recent years, including improved connectivity, targeted marketing efforts by government agencies like Japan National Tourism Organization, and the diverse attraction Japan offers. Similarly, you see that a large number of visits to India is also happening from Japan. I recall that during the G20 summit, when India was the chair of G20, we had organized some 200 events spread all over the country. Every state of India organized multiple events. And I'm very happy that 200 delegations from Japan visited India that time. different states, including my state of Kerala. They have traveled all over. And when they came back, many of them met me, these 200 delegations. And they had only one message to say, that the beauty of India, the landscapes of India, the rivers of India, the mountains and peaks of India, the desert and the adventure tourism that India offers. Of course, its tradition, culture, and civilizational connectivity with Japan, food, you name it, the diversity which it offers was great, and everybody was sharing it with a lot of satisfaction. In fact, when we talk about India-Japan relationship, for the last 2 years, we have been working under this theme, connecting Himalayas with Mount Fuji. Himalayas is very important for us. It is the most respected mountain for us. Similarly, in Japan, Mount Fuji is one of the most respected mountains here, and people, everybody, when you talk about Japan, one of the first images which come to mind is that of Mount Fuji. So I'm very happy that this event is taking place today, and your presence here shows the importance you attach to building this relationship at every front, including between India and Japan in the tourism field. So I would have preferred to call the title from Mount Fuji to Himalayas. But anyway, we would need to work together on both fronts. Nothing is one-way traffic. It is both two-way traffic. And once again, congratulations for this event. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to show a video on the incredible Indian Himalayas. Please take a look at the screen. 続きまして、インド・ヒマラヤのビデオを上映いたします。スクリーンをご覧ください。Now, I would like to request Mr. Tsuyoshi Yamakawa, Director of Market Promotion in Asia Office, Inbound Tourism Promotion Division, Japan Tourism Agency, to make a presentation. 続きまして、観光庁国際観光部国際観光課アジア市場推進室長山川剛様にご講演いただきます。Also, we'd like to inform you that there was an error in the interpretation channel guidance we provided earlier. Channel 1 is for English and Channel 2 is for Japanese. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused. なお、先ほどご案内いたしました通訳機のご案内が誤っておりました。チャンネル1が英語、チャンネル2が日本語でございました。ご迷惑をおかけしまして申し訳ございません。
はい、ご紹介ありがとうございます。私観光庁より参りましたアジア市場推進室長の山川と申します。本日はジョージ大使はじめインド大使館の皆様、このような機会をいただきありがとうございます。私からですね、本日は日本の観光政策ということで簡単にご説明をさせていただきたいと思います。まずはじめになんですけれども、ちょっと私のインド旅行の経験を共有できればと思います。私はこの7月1日にアジア市場推進室長を拝命いたしたところなんですけれども、それまでの3年間在タイ日本大使館において、運輸観光アタッシェとして勤務しておりました。その期間中にですね、大型連休がございましたので、2020
delicious foods and then drink in India. So for all the Japanese people, if you want to go and then visit India, if you experience trip to India, I'm sure that you love India. That's what I can strongly say to all of you based on my past experience. So from here, I would like to jump on my main topic. First of all, the current status and policies for inbound tourism. Because of the COVID-19, inbound tourists significantly dropped, but in October 2022, since we significantly relaxed the border control measures, we have seen steady recovery of the numbers. And last year, 37 million people came to Japan, and until June this year, we had 21.52 million, so it was the fastest pace to exceed that number. So it's very strong growth we have been observing. And this is the result of the concerted efforts of not only the government, but also a wide range of related parties, including private businesses and local governments, toward the realization of a tourism-oriented nation. This shows the number of visitors to Japan from India and its trend. In 2024, we had approximately 233,000 for the year. It was the record high number annually, and it was a favorable situation for us. And in this year, for the first 6 months, we had about 170,000 people came to Japan, so it's a continuous growth, a favorable growth we have been witnessing. And Japan has positioned India as a priority country for inbound tourism, and we would like to increase the number of visitors from India to Japan. And in order for us to welcome Indian people, we would like to talk about some of the measures we have been taken. At first, one is catering to vegetarians and vegans. As shown in this graph, based on the survey conducted by Japan Tourism Agency, India stands out among the top 20 countries and regions in terms of the number of visitors to Japan, with a high percentage of vegetarian population. And in order for us to welcome those people, we recognize that it's extremely important to cater to vegetarians and vegans in order to receive visitors from India. And in fact, we are aware that at the third joint working group meeting on tourism cooperation between Japan and India, held in 2019, it was pointed out that not many restaurants display signs indicating that vegetarian meal is available. And this shows what kind of items they are interested in when Indian people come to Japan. And with regard to affluent people, they are interested in experiencing traditional Japanese cultures and exploring nature when visiting Japan. So it's important for Japan to come up with and then support those contents. And for this, this indicates some of the supports we have been taking. Japan Tourism Agency has been working to create a safe and comfortable travel environment for travelers with diverse food habits through the preparation and the dissemination of the guide for vegetarians and vegans in restaurants in 2020. And on top of that, in 2024, we compiled the guide from the viewpoint of making its structure and contents more suitable for restaurants and accommodations, etc., by asking opinions of experts so that people will feel that they can work on it immediately and will know what to do first in concrete terms, as a kind of a seminar format, in order for them to fully understand what they need to do and then cater to. We have been trying to encourage them to do that kind of things based on that, and we would like to continue promoting that kind of efforts. And on the right-hand side, for Indian tourists, especially traditional cultures and the nature walks which they are interested in, are also supported by us to make sure we have good development of those kind of contents and products by supporting private businesses with regard to this. And this shows outbound trend. The number of Japanese outbound travelers has been gradually recovering, and the number of Japanese outbound tourists in 2024 has recovered to approximately 13 million for the first time in 5 years, but has not yet recovered to the pre-COVID-19 level yet. There are various reasons behind it. We believe that, for example, cheaper yen is one of the reasons. And because of other reasons, we also believe that somehow there is a mood that many Japanese people hesitate to travel abroad somehow because of the COVID-19. But traveling abroad provides valuable experiences such as discovery of landscapes which can only be experienced locally and opportunities to interact with diverse people, and such experiences also contribute to enhancement of an international outlook and mutual understanding. This shows the number of Japanese tourists visiting India from Japan. According to the data released by your Ministry of Tourism, in 2019, before COVID-19, we are aware that the number of Japanese tourists reached a record high of 239,000, but it was declined significantly because of COVID-19 after that. So we haven't reached a point where we achieved the 240,000 yet. So the number of travelers should increase further to exceed the number we had before COVID-19. That's what we need to do strongly. And as a part of the measures to achieve that, in our agency on March 24th, in order to encourage Japanese people, we worked together with a Foreign Affairs Ministry to issue the declaration, More Overseas. Based on this declaration, Japan will promote initiatives such as overseas travel promotion campaigns, promotion of international exchange among young people, and the provision of information on safety in overseas travel destinations. And on the same day, Japan also began accepting applications for the new passport 2025 passport with greatly strengthened anti-counterfeiting and anti-tampering measures. Since it is now possible to apply for this new passport online for new applications, we hope that more people will obtain a passport and travel abroad. We hope that many Japanese people will visit foreign countries, and in particular, increasing the interest of young people in foreign countries is important for promoting mutual exchange and fostering a sense of internationalism. For our agency, we have been supporting the development of excellent overseas educational travel programs by travel agencies and schools since 2023, and we have developed an overseas educational travel program that includes India as a destination. And we have also compiled the developed programs and disseminated them through various channels, such as holding symposiums and sharing them on our website. And with the Indian authority as travel tourism agency, we have regular dialogues with each other. This April, Joint Working Group on Tourism Cooperation between Japan and India was held in Delhi, India for the first time in 6 years since COVID-19. The Joint Working Group is a meeting that has been held since 2016 based on the Memorandum of Understanding between the Tourism Authority of Japan and India agreed to in 2014. And the meeting was attended by Haraikawa, Commissioner of Japan Tourism Agency, and Ono, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Embassy of Japan in India from the Japan side, and the Indian side was represented by His Excellency Shekhawat, Ministry of Tourism, and Sinha, Director General of the Ministry Tourism. Thank you very much. And the meeting was a very meaningful opportunity to deepen understanding of the expansion of Japan-India tourism exchange through presentations by both sides with attendance for 50 or so tourism-related organizations and airlines. We hope that such cooperation between the tourism authorities of Japan and India, including today's seminar, will continue to increase in the future. This is about Osaka Kansai Expo in Japan. We have seen many visitors there from India as well, and I really hope that more people will come from India to visit Osaka Expo. When you visit Expo, I really hope that you will extend your visit to another area in Japan as well. JNTO has published a special website with the travel products and recommended sightseeing routes based on the Expo's theme. And August 15th is the India's National Day on Expo, already scheduled. So I really hope that you can take this kind of opportunity to disseminate a good attraction of India to Japanese people. And lastly, one promotion. Japan will host the International Horticulture Exposition in Yokohama from March to September 2027. We believe that this expo will contribute to the promotion of tourism in your country as well, and we hope that your government will positively consider your participation as well. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Special Chief, Special Chief Secretary for Tourism and Culture to make a presentation virtually. Please take a look at the screen. 続きまして、観光文化担当特別主席次官ジェジェイシュ・ランジャン様よりご講演いただきます。オンラインでのご登壇となります。スクリーンにご注目ください。
Thank you very much. Greetings to all of you. Today, I'm very proud to represent a province of India, a prefecture of India, which is called Telangana. Some of you may not be familiar with the name of the prefecture, but I'm sure many of you would be familiar with our capital city, which is the city of Hyderabad. I want to highlight today a very special aspect of the state of Telangana, which relates to Buddhism. Many people, when they look at India, they feel that Buddhism is confined to northern parts of the country. But I want to dispel that myth. I want to make everyone know that there is a very strong strand of Buddhism in the southern part also. And in Telangana, close to our capital city of Hyderabad, there is an equally prominent Buddhism legacy and heritage. So this short presentation is to showcase the Buddhism heritage of Telangana, and of course an invitation for Japanese travel agencies, Japanese tour operators, Japanese visitors to come and visit Hyderabad. May I have the next slide, please? Yes. So this is something which I mentioned. This slide may look complicated, but it explains how Buddhism has spread from India to across the world. And if you look at the map of the country, Indian map today, you will notice that certain arrows are pointing towards the southern part, and that is the part where we are located. As this point mentions in the slide, we have served as a bridge between the northern Buddhist heartland and the maritime routes that carried Buddhism to Southeast and East Asia. So I am not exaggerating if I mention this, that the influence of Buddhism in Japan actually was routed through Telangana, and therefore Telangana is a very important part in the entire legacy of the spread of Buddhism. Now, in the coming slides, I will highlight what exactly is there in Telangana. What are the important Buddhist attractions? Next slide, please. Yes. So, as I mentioned, if you look at the map first, I would like to draw your attention to the map first. You see the map of India, and you see that maroon color prefecture, which is the prefecture of Telangana. And as I mentioned on this slide, from 1st century BC to 4th and 5th centuries AD, these are the periods where Buddhism really flourished. And there are about 10 sites in Telangana, which are the earliest sites where we still have the visibility of Buddhist relics, etc. The names are given there, but I would like to mention 2 of these 8 or 9 which are mentioned in that list: Koti Lingala and Fanigiri. And what happened was that in both these two places, seeds of learning, seeds of training, as all of us understand, Buddhism is a religion where lots of emphasis is given to the oral tradition of spreading the basic tenets to the disciples, to people who want to follow Buddhism. So these two centers, Kotilingala and Fanigiri, became very important seeds of learning. And to supplement what is there in these two and the remaining other locations, our government has set up a very one of its kind Buddhist theme park, which is called Buddhavanam. And I explain that in the next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, so before I come to Buddhavanam, as I mentioned, these are the evidences of the Buddhist relics in different parts of Telangana. As you can see, there is a very beautiful stupa in Fanigiri. There is a the way Buddhist sites are designed, it's all very symmetrical. And you can see lots of Buddhist sculptures, Buddhist arts. We also have some of them in our museum here in Hyderabad. But at each of the sites also, we have site museums where some very fascinating aspects of Buddhism, and I said dating back to 1st century BC, those can be observed here. Next slide, please. So this is what I wanted to highlight now. So in a central location, which is equidistant from most of these sites that I spoke about, we have set up a heritage theme park, which is spread over 275 acres. You can see the pictures. This is a park which is located at a place called Nagarjun Sagar. Some of you who are familiar with the history of modern India will know that the first Prime Minister of our country, Prime Minister Nehru, he was very keen to set up large irrigation projects across the country, irrigation dams. And in one of his speeches, he called these dams as temples of modern India. So one of the biggest dams of our country is located at this water body. This water body is a very holy river called Godavari. And the dam is called the Nagarjun Sagar Dam. Nagarjun Sagar is in the middle of all those Buddhist sites that I spoke about. And Nagarjun Sagar is also named after a very prominent Buddhist scholar called Acharya Nagarjun. He was the founder of a major Mahayana center of Buddhism and learning. And as you saw in the pictures, many monasteries, stupas, relics are found. So government has set this up. This is a 275 acres Buddhist heritage theme park. And we have set up a digital experience center, which explains how the 2005 years of Buddhism has rolled out from India, then it has gone to Southeast Asia, then it has gone to Far East, what kind of influences are still found, and so on and so forth. And at this Nagarjun Sagar Buddhavanam Heritage Park, we have also set up meditation centers, we have tourism amenities, we have, you can see on the top picture, the layout is very, very attractive. There are learning centers, there are training centers, there is a digital experience center. So this itself is something which can be so engrossing, and already lots of pilgrims and regular tourists also from countries like Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, Myanmar, they come, and we notice that no one is satisfied by spending just a few hours. They feel that this place is so engrossing that you can easily spend a couple of days there. Next one, please. So some more details of Buddhavanam. There is a Buddha Charitra Vanam, which explains the history of Buddhism. Jataka Vanam, which tells the Jataka tales. Dhyan Vanam for meditation. There is a Mahastupa right in the middle, and I'm very happy to share with you. Telangana recently hosted the 2025 edition of Miss World, the 78th edition rather, and all the Miss World contestants were taken to the Buddhavanam, and they could not imagine that such a wonderful thing is existing in India and in Hyderabad. So this will be a great opportunity for tourists from from Japan as well to come and look at what is this hidden or undiscovered gem on Buddhism, which is so brilliantly prepared and so artistically designed and so tourism friendly. So, couple of more slides to share some more details. Next one, please. So, this is what I really propose, that these encourage Buddhist focused tourism from Japan to come here. I have 3 offers to make. One is that the regular tourists, not just those who are focused on Buddhism, but even regular tourists are most welcome to come and see what is there, what are the attractions. There are also possibilities for investments. As you saw, this is a location spread over 275 acres. You are some of the area is already developed, but there are other areas also where we want investors from Japan who are keen to promote investing in tourism projects in India. We have land bank. We offer lots of subsidies, tax benefits, a single window clearance, and we will promote the attractions across the world so that the footfalls are higher. So the appeal is not just to the tourists, but also to investors. So this is a kind of a double-pronged appeal to everyone. Next one, please. And I mean, these are the things which you can do. You can do spiritual eco resorts. You can set up monastic retreats. You can do museums, interpretation centers. You can have cultural festivals. In India and the rest of the world, we do Buddha Jayanti. We can also do Indo-Japanese cultural weeks. There can be some collaboration on research, on doing some further in-depth studies on different aspects of Buddhism. Next one, please. So, as I said, the state of Telangana offers not just a tourism destination on Buddhism, but also a spiritual bridge between India and Japan, which also we would like the investors in Japan to really benefit from. So this is the key message that I wanted to convey through this webinar, and I do hope that Indian Embassy will facilitate not just more and more tourists to come to Hyderabad and go to Buddhavanam and all the other sites, but also identify investors who are keen to take up projects. And I can guarantee to you, these will be very, very successful projects. These will be profitable projects. And possibly this will open a door for these investors to consider investing more in other kinds of locations, both in Telangana and the rest of the country. So look forward to everyone's support and participation. And once again, very grateful to the Indian Embassy to have organized this seminar and to have invited myself as the representative of Telangana government to participate in this. Thank you very much. Greetings once again.
Next, I would like to request Mr. Deepak Kumar Bhatnagar, CEO Minar Travel Private Limited, and Mr. Rahul Chakravarty, Chief Operating Officer, Indian Association of Tour Operators, to make a presentation. 続きまして、ミナートラベル株式会社 CEO ディーパック・クマール・バタナガル様、インド旅行業協会 COO ラフール・チャクラバルティ様にご講演いただきます。
We are extremely grateful to the government of Japan. They have given us this opportunity to interact with the tourism fraternity of Japan. I'm Rahul Chakravarty. I'm the CEO of Indian Association of Tour Operators, and I will take you through the journey of our collaboration, IATO and Japan in the field of tourism. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. You see, IATO, we are primarily into inbound. However, we have a mix of tour operators who do outbound, who do MICE. We have hotels, airlines also in our kitty. And of course, we are the advocacy of policy initiatives with the government of India with respect to tourism. Next. See, there are certain USPs which I would like to highlight to the tourism fraternity of Japan, that these are the measures that we take to promote, to facilitate tourism, safety, hygiene, seamless travel, our stress on sustainable and responsible tourism, new products and destinations coming to the fore, and of course, skilled manpower. Next. Next slide, please. See, spirituality, heritage, and culture. These three are the pillars of tourism of India. And now, what you see on the slide are two iconic sites. First is the Taj Mahal, which all of you are aware of, and of course, Japanese tourists they visit and throng to Taj Mahal, and the Khajuraho temples. Next. We must explore the captivating heritage of India because they take you back into time, and that is exactly where the USP of heritage lies. Next. Culture. We thrive and bask in our culture. That is very important, and I'm sure when the tourists come from Japan to India, they will really enjoy the festivals of Goa. They will really enjoy the Ayurveda and the wellness tourism, which is imbibed in our culture. Next. Next slide, please. This is a culture snapshot. You have New Delhi, you have Rajasthan. 33% of the tourists from across the world, when they come to India, they visit Rajasthan. Then, of course, you have Jaisalmer, the sand dunes of Jaisalmer. Next. Ayurveda wellness is one of the key offerings of India. This has come to India since time immemorial. So therefore, we thrive, we specialize, and we are proud of our wellness and Ayurveda tourism. Next. The snapshot of Ayurveda, yoga, and wellness tourism, which is a huge experience for the tourists who come to India. This is rejuvenating, and of course, it adds to the ethos of your life. Next. Spirituality, ladies and gentlemen, is the hallmark. And Japanese tourists, when they come to India, they throng. The hills the mountains of India. They of course, you will really relish and bask under the hill stations, under the sunlight, under the icy mountains and greenery which the hill stations have to offer to the Japanese tourist. Next. Adventure tourism. Adventure is a huge aspect of incredible India. Because this is the aspect of tourism, the segment of tourism which binds India into a 365 days destination. You have adventure at every state and every place in India, and we take pride in our adventure tourism because it promotes India as a round the year destination. Next. Rural tourism. The backbone of our country is rural tourism. You experience the rural tourism, the huts and how the villagers live, and of course, experiential tourism is the hallmark of rural tourism. Next. Shopping. Tourists love to shop in India. The variety of products across the segment, across the states, across the country. So when they come to India, they flock around these handicrafts and the shops, and of course, they satisfy their taste for shopping. Next. Luxury tourism. Here I would like to show you a film. I hope if I click this, the film comes. Anyway, it's not coming right now, but we take pride in our luxury tourism. And where is the luxury? The luxury lies in the hotels. The luxury lies in the luxury train. The trains that India have, like Palace on Wheels, Deccan Queen. You must experience those trains to find out what luxury is on the wheels. Next. Medical tourism. With nearly 1/6 of the cost, no waiting line, world-class facilities, infrastructure, and of course, state-of-the-art hospitals in India, we thrive in our medical tourists, we thrive in our medical tourism. Next. A snapshot of the hospitals, major hospitals. Famed for their doctors, the specialities, the price, no waiting line, and of course, the recovery, fast recovery of patients. Next. Ocean and river cruises. Cruises has come as one of the prime tourist facets of India that include the river cruises, the deep sea cruises, island cruises, and of course, coastal cruises. Next. Monsoon tourism. Once again, monsoon tourism makes India also a 365 destinations. People throng to India to enjoy the rains. Next. The gourmet delight, the cuisines of India, they vary from state to state. And let me tell you, we have n number of Japanese restaurants specializing in Japanese cuisine, especially for the Japanese tourists. Next. Infrastructure. We take pride in our infrastructure, be it airports, be it cruises, be it airlines, be it hotels, be it ropeways. At any point of you come, you have super airports to welcome you. Next. Dynamic connectivity. Our connectivity across the country is so smooth that it leads to the last mile connectivity. Next. These are the niche tourism, MICE, the conventions, the weddings, the exhibitions taking place in India. Wedding tourism is the key, MICE tourism is the key. From to India for weddings, for convention, for meetings and incentives. Next. Wedding tourism, I've just told you. Next. Cine tourism, film tourism. N number of movies are being shot in India at the locales which are absolutely mesmerizing. And cine tourism is one aspect we'd like to stress to the government of Japan. Come and shoot in India. The states are offering, the government of India is offering N number of facilitations and incentives to shoot in India. Next. I would like my colleague, Mr. Deepak Bhatnagar, who is an important tour operator and one of the doyens of the industry, to take you through the further slides. Deepak Bhatnagar, please.
Thank you, Rahulji. First of all, thanks very much for Indian Embassy in Japan and the India-Japan Tourism Connect. Thank you very much, His Excellency, dignitaries, and my colleagues from the travel industry from Japan and India. My colleague has almost covered the product portfolio about India, what we have to offer. India is one of the most diverse country which offers a numerous number of the products label and which Japanese tourists would love to come. I've been associated to handle the Japanese tourists since early 90s, and I've been privileged to work with some of the most important Japanese foreign tour operator promoting India. Having said that, I think your statistics, what were shown earlier, has a long way to go for India tourism as far as the incoming is concerned. Whereas the outgoing from India to Japan is increasing year on last year to a 40%. And we are struggling to get a Japanese tourist to India to reach to a pre-COVID number. So I have a humble request to all my Japanese partners to please focus on India, promote India, Japanese and Indian Embassy in Japan. We as IATO members association will extend maximum possible support for all your endeavors to promote India. I know, India, Japan is one of the few countries where we have a visa on arrival. Yes, there is an e-visa, but Japanese tourists can get a visa on arrival. So this is only to facilitate even more business possible. But I don't think many Japanese are taking the advantage of this facility. Also, today air connectivity need to be done. So I would request Indian Embassy to talk to JAL, Anna Airlines, as well as Air India. We are talking from our end to increase the number of flights because the flight capacity is still also not come to the level of pre-COVID level. So we need to do that. India has a numerous number of very good Japanese-speaking guides, which is maybe first important for a Japanese tourist to visit India. Also, what we have seen so far, India has been promoted only to a golden triangle, maybe some Buddhist sites to both Gaya, Varanasi, but beyond that, there are Buddhist sites across all over India. We need to promote that. South India is beautiful. Southern part, Kerala is amazing. Another aspect of tourism product, which is, I think, worldwide post-COVID has been very well accepted, is a wellness tourism, where India has a huge thing, whether it's a yoga, meditation, a treatment by Ayurveda. So it's amazing prospect to promote India and Japanese. Also, Japanese love golf. We have seen hardly any golf tourism to India. We have some amazing golf courses to play golf in India, and we can customize a different program to promote golf tourism to India. So I seek full support from the Japanese tourism industry to let us know what all we can do together to increase our business to India from Japan. Thank you. Well,
These are the popular. Yeah, please continue, Deepak, continue.
No, Rahul, please take it. Thank you.
Just 1 second, just please, just a second. This is a very important slide which is in front of you. What IATO can do to promote Indo-Japan tourism. IATO tour, please allow me to read it because it's our USP. IATO tour operators are well versed with Buddhist tourism. Meet and greet at the airport. Facilitation with surface transport, accommodations, sightseeing at monuments. Provide Japanese-speaking guides. Cater to dietary preferences at hotels. Look after their safety and hygiene. Next, please. There is a link for tourism which I had highlighted. Can you please Google paste that link? It's a 1 minute film, less than a minute film on India. Can you please do it? Yes. I requested that if you can just
Namaste, India, the oldest living civilization, is a land of diverse landscapes, nature, traditions,
It's an IATO film which we have made.
history, heritage, culture, festivals, and cuisines.
Forward to back, you will find that link.
India is a miracle every traveler must experience.
This is our first time in India, and our first time is to discover this wonderful country.
A very interesting experience, and we loved it. The footage, like everything that we liked.
So we arrived yesterday, and the experience for now it's quite good. We're enjoying a lot. We have visited the mosque, now this, and this is our second visit, and it's so good. It's so beautiful.
The Indian Association of Tour Operators, also known as IATO, helps the explorer in you to experience India. Established in 1982, now IATO has over 1,800 members pan-India and still counting, and 34 regional and state chapters across India. IATO interacts closely with various ministries like tourism, finance, home, commerce, and civil aviation on various tourism-related critical issues impacting Indian tourism.
I like the experience. I like to talk to the people. They're very friendly. My first Indian food was a little bit spicier than I thought, but this was very good. My experience is good. I really enjoy the food. I enjoy the history. That's why I'm here, trying to soak it all in. I've been here so many times. There's not many things I haven't seen. So this was one I wanted to check off my list. And so far, it's been very nice. Very nice.
IATO takes care of 90% of the organized sector of tourists visiting India. From personalized itineraries to cutting-edge booking technologies, IATO members ensure every journey is seamless and memorable, for which IATO imparts training to its members. Discover the magic of India with an accredited IATO agent for your gateway to an incredible India. Work with an IATO-approved Indian tour operator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will conclude by saying just 2 points. In India, We take pride in our services, and Ayato takes pride in the personal touch which we offer to the tourist. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you all. Thank you.
We are now coming to the closing part of today's program. To deliver the closing remarks, please welcome Mr. Takeshi Nakano, Vice Commissioner, Japan Tourism Agency. 本日のプログラムもいよいよ終了の時間が近づいてまいりました。ここで閉会のご挨拶を頂戴いたします。観光庁国際観光部長中野武様にご登壇いただきます。
ナマスカー、皆様こんにちは。観光庁国際観光部長の
I'm Takeshi Nakano, Vice Commissioner of Japan Tourism Agency. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for the kind invitation to this seminar. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Ambassador George and all the members of the Embassy of India in Japan for the dedicated efforts in organizing this. In April of this year, after overcoming the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, we were delighted to hold a joint working group meeting on tourism cooperation between Japan and India for the first time in 6 years. We were especially honored by the presence of Minister of Tourism, His Excellency Mr. Sri Gajendra Singh Sakwat. While he was busy, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our Indian counterparts for their tremendous support in making the council possible. It was a highly valuable occasion where government officials and tourism professionals from both countries exchanged meaningful insights, deepening our understanding mutually of how to expand tourism between Japan and India. The theme of today's seminar, From the Himalayas to Mount Fuji, Strengthening the India-Japan Tourism Connect, offers a powerful symbol of connection with the majestic Himalayas and the divine Mount Fuji, two iconic mountains that embody the spirit and the natural beauty of our nations. We are inspired to explore new forms of tourism collaboration that bridge our cultures and people. Japan is expected to host the 5th meeting of the Tourism Council in 2 years, as stipulated in our MOU. I hope that by continuing to advance efforts to promote tourism exchanges through such discussions between our two countries, the friendly relations between the two countries will also deepen. This year marks a significant milestone for Japan. In April, we opened Expo 2025 in Osaka, Kansai, Japan, under the theme Designing Future Society for Our Lives. We look forward to welcoming many visitors from across the globe. I understand that India's National Day at the Expo is scheduled for August 15th and will feature special events showcasing your country's rich culture and traditions. We hope this will not only spark greater interest in Japan among Indian visitors, but also inspire more Japanese people to engage with and appreciate Indian culture, ultimately deepening our tourism exchanges. Japan and India continue to enjoy an exceptionally close relationship with regular high-level visits by our leaders. At the Japan-India Foreign Ministers meeting held in the United States this month, Ministers Iwaya and Jaishankar confirmed to continue cooperation between the two countries in various areas, including security, economy, and people-to-people exchange, with the view of Prime Minister Modi's visit to Japan scheduled for this year. I believe that the ties between our two countries will steadily deepen in various fields, with tourism as one important area among many. In closing, I would like to sincerely wish for the continued growth of tourism between Japan and India, and for the health and happiness of all those gathered here today. Thank you very much.
Visitors. We will have a networking with light refreshment for now. Please join us at the foyer just outside of this auditorium. If you have used simultaneous interpretation service, please make sure to return the receiver to the reception desk. Thank you very much for your participation today. 以上をもちまして、本日のイベント、ヒマラヤから富士山へ、 インドと日本の観光交流の強化を終了とさせていただきます。ご登壇者の皆様、ご参加者の皆様、本日はご参加いただきましてありがとうございました。これよりこの会場でです